Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will see how to add the missing recovery partition in Windows 11 operating system. So let's get started. So currently I'm on a Windows 11 system, and when I go to disk management, here I have C drive, and that is having the 64.79 GB space. On this system, the recovery partition is missing. And if you have seen my previous video, you can check out that video on this card. I have shown you how you can delete the recovery partition in Windows 11. Now, in case if you want to add the recovery partition back, let's see how you can do this. Because when the recovery partition is missing and you go to the settings app, then system, then recovery, you cannot perform any of the recovery operations. For example, resetting the PC. When you try to reset the PC, no matter whatever the option you choose, like keep my files or remove everything, you will see the error could not find the recovery environment. This is because the recovery tools are missing on this system, as the recovery partition is not available. Let's see the steps to add back the recovery partition. So go back to the disk management and right click on your primary disk and select properties. On the properties sheet, go to volumes tab and notice the partition style. It might be MBR or GPT. On this system, it is GPT. Just take a note of this. What is the partition style being used on your system? Now close the property sheet and simply right click on the primary drive space and select shrink volume. Now we will first create a partition, the recovery partition with 1 GB of space. So here we have shrink window, and here we can type the amount to shrink, that is 1024 equals to 1 GB, and click shrink. Now we have 1 GB unallocated. Simply do a right click on this and select new simple volume. Then click next. Then click next. On assign drive letter or path window screen, simply select do not assign a drive letter or drive path. Click next. Now in the volume label, type recovery. Click next. Finally click finish. So here you can see that our recovery partition is now ready. It is basic data partition, but we have to do some housekeeping for this recovery partition so that it can be used by Windows again. So minimize the disk management and simply click on the search icon present on the taskbar and type CMD. From search results, select command prompt and then click run as administrator. In the user account control confirmation prompt, click yes. In the command prompt window, type the first command diskpart, diskpart, and press the enter key. Once you are in the disk part, simply type the next command list disk. After executing the command, you can see that we have the one and only disk listed here. Now type the next command, select disk, and here we have the one and only disk 0. So we will type 0. Now the disk is selected. Type the next command list partition. Now it lists all the partitions. So we have the primary partition 4, which is 1024 MB, and this is the recovery partition actually we created few moments ago in this video. Now we have to select that partition. So simply type select partition and the partition number is 4. Now the partition is selected. Now in case if you have MBR partition style for your disk, you have to type this command set space id equals to 27 and press the enter key. In case if you do not have MBR partition style and if you have GPT partition style, you have to instead type this command which you can copy from the video description as well, and it is having an GUID. So I have GPT partition style, so I'll just press the enter key to execute this command. And here we have disk part successfully set the partition ID. Now since I am on the GPT partition style, I have to execute one more command, and this command you can also copy from the video description. And once I execute this command, you can see that we have this part successfully assigned the attributes to the selected GPT partition. We can now type the next command, detail partition, just to confirm all the details about our partition. So here we have partition 4 details, and it is the type is mentioned GUID, it is hidden, it is required by Windows, that is yes, and attribute is set. So we can go back to the disk management and see, and you can now see that our recovery partition is being shown exactly as it is created automatically by Windows. So in this way, our recovery partition is added to the system and Windows can now utilize it. That's it for now in this video. Thanks for watching it. If you found it helpful, do like it, share it, and I'll see you in the next video.